Hey friends, Wayne over here at Ram Man Inc. King of Lock and Hubs. What is it? It's Friday, December 17th, 2021. So I've been sharing some secrets with you guys in this series. Secrets of the Dana 60 spindle that we have here. Telling you that these are 2-inch bearings and 2 1/4, and that the Dana 70 bearings fit on here, and the Dana 80 bearings fit on here. And so you can run a whole lot beefier unit by changing out to 80 hubs on here. Now, we've talked about the hubs and how we could make a really beefy hub by changing the bearings or inserting a bigger bearing inside the hubs. That's what we do. Quick refresher, I was just showing you, right? Yeah. A 60-inner, a 70-inner, and an 80-inner. And they all go on. So, this is your standard 12-inch stub shaft. 30 spline configuration. This is used from about 73 to about 91. Got us an oil slinger, a couple little rubbers right there. But so, 30 spline, factory, 1 ton, 30 splines right here. And so, here it goes inside of our 60 spindle, right? Yes, that's how it goes in, just like that. So, there we go. And then our locking hub goes on the end. Now, people talking about 35 spline upgrade. Got us a little dry flange here. So, here's the difference. 30 and 35. When you just use an good old boy tech terminology, since when I was a kid, 30 spline meant a Dana 60. 35 spline meant a Dana 70, and there wasn't anything else. So, now I guess they're calling this 40 spline shit. I guess they're calling it Dana 80, like them crane people. But you can see that there's quite a bit of difference. Quite a bit. You'll see that the bearing this roller bearing that's pressed into the back of the spindle right here, that is the support for the stub shaft. That's what you would call basically the inner bearing. And your outer bearing is basically either your flange, which supports it and keeps it centered, or your locking hubs and the bearing in that. It acts as your outer. So, as you can see, you can change over and he'll just barely slip through. You can change over to a 35 spline. So, there we're talking about the shafts. Our 35 spline, our 30 spline, and our Dana 60 snout. Now, factory use these cage needle bearings. These are pretty beefy, especially considered the ones today. In the lock and hub kits that I do on the modern ones, like the Chevrolets, I run dual bearings. I run that big old cage needle bearing in the back and run that one in the front. It's a new up design. Do you have to? No. But it takes a whole lot of load and deflection off and doesn't transmit it to your locking hub and wear out all that crap. Because, come on now, let's be honest. Just use your common sense. Should this thing be supported just right here or right here and right here? Yeah, that's what I thought. You didn't have to go to MIT to figure that out. So, what's an upgrade from these right here? Because these things right here, once they get dirt in them, they get all trashed out, all screwed off. You got these little rubber seals from the factory to help keep the garbage out. Well, there's an upgrade, and it's called bronze bushings. Bronze bushings is your upgrade on the Spindle. Now, a lot of the bigger buggies, military buggies, and the older four-wheel drives, bronze bushings are the norm. There's a 2.5 spindle. I could get you a 5-ton, but it's outside. So when you get into bigger buggies, they jump to bronze bushings. Now let me tell you something about bronze bushings. So these things are impregnated and they weep a little bit. Because they're solid, they give maximum support. Since they're solid, they give maximum support. Imagine this all greased up. Yeah. So, which one do you think will work better over time? Yes. The other thing is, they're not impervious. You don't want to just get your sandpaper and go to town. But the clearances and the support are quite a bit tighter, and there's less gaps. What I'm getting at is, it's a whole lot more difficult for bullshit to get through. It's a whole lot more difficult for bullshit to get in here. So, you can bronze bush these spindles. Cut them to fit. Bronze bush these spindles. And now I think you kind of get the drift what's going on. It's a really, really cool upgrade for this. Really cool. So, if you want to have the badass, you bronze bush that shit. That's what you do. That's the kind of stuff we do. You bronze bush that thing. With me? Put you some big old bearings on there and bronze bush this thing. Run you some 35 splines. Shit, I tell you what, man. You getting up in the 2.5 range. I mean, I'm telling you, you're starting to get on up there. You ain't too far from 2.5 range. I mean, here we go. There's our 2.5. See there? See there? Starting to get up there in that range. Anyway, a few little secrets I thought I'd share with you. So bigger bearings on this. Bronze that shit. that's about the best you can do. God bless you. God bless America. And happy trucking. Bye.